On August 23, 1990, Del Curry and Sonia Curry gave birth to a healthy baby boy who they named Seth Curry. His mom, Sonia, used to play volleyball, and his dad used to play in the NBA. He's also the brother of Stephen Curry, the baby-faced assassin, and the brother of Seidel. What a group of athletic people. Other than his career in the NBA, Seth is known for his small role in the Netflix movie Hustle with Adam Sandler. Career. Seth went to the famous Charlotte Christian High School for his secondary education. There, he averaged 22.3 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. He started college at Liberty University, where he averaged 20.2 points per game and set a new record for the most points scored in a season by a freshman in the South Conference. During his 3 years at Duke, he averaged 13 points per game and made 42% of his three-point shots. What an expert shooter. Seth wore the number 30 jersey that both his brother and his dad wore when they played sports. Seth was a teenager when he played for the U.S. in the FIBA Under-19 Championship. They won the gold medal. We bet you didn't know this fun fact, but Seth had the third best three-point percentage of all time, just behind Hubert Davis and Steve Kerr. Now that we know a bit about Seth's basketball career, let's talk about how he makes his money. Contract. Seth joined the Golden State Warriors after not being picked in the 2013 NBA Draft. He signed a 2-year, non-guaranteed $1.3 million deal, but he was finally let go after just 6 preseason games. But he gets the money that was promised to him in the contract. Then, the Santa Cruz Warriors got him in a trade. Seth had to fight for scraps in the G League after not being picked in the draft, but he never lost sight of his goal and signed with the Grizzlies months later. He first played for the Grizzlies in 2014, but he didn't do well and was let go the next day. 4 days later, the Santa Cruz Warriors got him back and he was named to the G League All-Star team. After a short time, he signed a 10-day contract with the Cavaliers. He only played for 9 minutes and scored 3 points in that game. Another terrible show. Curry got another chance when he signed a cool 1-year, $816,000 contract with the Orlando Magic. The team was so impressed by his skills that they wanted to keep him around, so they bought his rights from the Santa Cruz Warriors and gave him to their affiliate team, the Erie Bayhawks. Even though he did a good job, he was let go at the end of training camp. This was not what the team had in mind. He then got another chance with the Phoenix Suns on a 10-day contract, but when it was over, he went back to the Bayhawks, where he averaged 24 points, 4.2 assists, and 1.4 steals in 43 games. Seth's big break into the big leagues came when he joined the Pelicans for the 2015 Summer League. He took his game to a whole new level and was named to the All-Summer League first team. The league took notice of him because of what he did. He agreed to play for the Sacramento Kings for 2 years and $2 million. Talk about the fruits of hard work. In the 2016-2017 season, Seth turned down his $1 million player option to become a restricted free agent. The Sacramento Kings matched his qualifying offer, but they later withdrew it to make him an unrestricted free agent. After the Kings gave up their rights, Seth signed a deal with the Mavericks for a cool 2 years and $6 million. That's about $2.95 million a year on average. After 2 years with the Mavericks, Curry signed a 1-year deal worth $2.8 million with the Trailblazers the next year. He led the Trailblazers to the playoffs, but his brother, Steph Curry, and the Golden State Warriors beat them in 4 straight games. In 2019, he signed a big 4-year, $32 million deal with the Mavericks. That's about $8 million a year on average. He was later traded to the 76ers for Josh Richardson and the 36th pick a year later. After 2 years with the Sixers, he was again traded to the Nets for James Harden and Paul Millsap, along with Ben Simmons, Andre Drummond, and 2 future first-round picks. When his contract runs out at the end of the 2023 season, he'll be able to sign with any team he wants. He'll be 33 years old at that time. Let's wait and see what happens with him and the Nets. Seth wants to make a name for himself, even though his career has been all over the place. Endorsements. Being the brother of the best shooter in history has its perks, and Seth has gotten a lot of endorsements because of it. He has a multi-year contract with Under Armour and also works with Google, JBL, and CarMax Cash on the Run. He also put money into the company eFuse. eFuse is a social media site for gamers and esports fans that helps gamers get noticed. You can keep up with your favorite gamers, build your brand, and play in some of the biggest esports tournaments. Curry went in, and Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott was part of a $6 million funding round. He also has money in the company Hyperice. They sell massage guns and other products that help muscles recover. These are now used by a lot of athletes, and they're also becoming more popular with people who don't play sports. A lot of athletes like Patty Mahomes, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Naomi Osaka have invested in Hyperice. So that's how Seth makes his bag. Now let's see how he spends it. Mansion. Seth Curry lives a quiet life and has tried to keep the location of his home a secret, but he definitely has a nice place to sleep. He bought a house in Dallas when he was on the Dallas Mavericks basketball team. Unfortunately, a tornado went through North Texas a few years ago and broke a couple of windows and damaged his roof and fence. He had to hide with his wife and daughter in a closet during the storm, but thankfully, everyone was okay. Cars. Seth was spotted driving an Infiniti Q50. This red beauty has a V6 engine with 2 turbochargers and more than 300 horsepower. The low-key sharpshooter fits right in with the smooth ride. Talk about a badass who stays out of sight. Gambling. Seth Curry is also a big gambler, and over the years he's been seen playing in many different casinos. He's been out and about in Las Vegas and Los Angeles casinos. He likes to play a lot of different casino games, but Texas Hold'em is his favorite. Curry likes to play all in. Charity. The Curry family is known for having a good heart and wanting to help people, and Seth is no different. Seth Curry did what his brother did and started a non-profit organization called the Seth Curry Foundation. His charity was made with the goal of improving the lives of poor children and making sure that every child is ready to succeed. During the pandemic, Seth raised funds towards his organization by giving anyone who donated $25 or more the random opportunity to win his signed jersey. Seth, keep up your good work. Love life. Seth Curry didn't have to look too hard for love when he found Callie Rivers. She's the sister of NBA star Austin Rivers and the daughter of coach Doc Rivers. Callie, like Seth's mother and sister, played volleyball in college. She went to college at the University of Florida, and then she played volleyball professionally in Puerto Rico. The two lovers met when they were young. They both played sports and grew up around the NBA, so they had a lot in common. Seth's proposal couldn't have happened at a better time. He did it at a Charlotte dinner with friends and family on Valentine's Day at Ruth's Chris. In the end, they got married in Malibu, and it was a fantastic party. The bride looked beautiful, and the flower girls were cute too. Steph was the best man, and the party was crazy. They're happy to have 2 children, Carter Lynn, who was born in 2018, and Cash Curry, who was born in 2021. Those two are still going strong, and their beautiful life together is just beginning. Net worth. You've all been waiting for this moment, and it's finally here. What is Seth Curry's net worth? Seth has a net worth of $8 million. With how Seth bounced around for so many years before securing a solid contract, this size of net worth is truly impressive. Well done, Seth. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Please consider dropping a like and subscribe to the channel for more celebrity and basketball content.